Hello everyone, MTG Santa here with another crazy video. In this one we are gonna go through 30 different sealed sets of Magic the Gathering that I've just got in yesterday, and I need your help to decide, should I open and play it or should I put it in the box, save it in the storage room for later. We have a bunch of sets to go through. We are going to use ChatGPT to get some first impressions, and I would love for you to let me know in the comments which one is your favorite set to play, which one do you recommend for me to crack, and which one I should pack back into the garage. Let's take the first one here. The first set we have is the Amonkhet series. I've already written it up here, so what does it say? 2017 collectability, some high value stuff, okay, whatever. Playability today, there's some cool interesting mechanics, fun and flavorful. Is it fun to crack today? Yes, especially if you're into the thematic draft. Yes, I like the fact that it's not just a bunch of random cards. I played a little bit Commander. I think it's cool. I think it gets a little bit overkill for me sometimes to design from all the millions of cards I might have, but I think the draft or something like that is quite nice. You play with the few cards that you have, and in this set there's a cool theme, so I think this set goes into the we will crack it. Next set we have Ikoria. I don't know so much about this set. Let's see what the computer tells us. I think it has these triple lands. I have some triple lands that are super expensive, so maybe some of them are in here. It's quite of a new set. It has this dragon symbol, I think. Okay, Godzilla crossover. Okay, I have some of those Godzilla cards. Could be cool. Mythics. Okay, I don't know anything about this. Okay, playability today. Mutate, Companion. This is quite interesting, this Companion. I think that's more a Commander thing. I've seen it in a few Commanders. That's nice. Is it fun? Absolutely. I don't want it's gonna say absolutely to everything, but okay, why? The Godzilla cards alone make it exciting. I kind of like a Godzilla, cool, kind of secret lair, kind of a extra thing. And it's not secret lair or Universes Beyond, but you kind of get that feeling that there's something around it. Yeah, okay. This one, however, was already a little bit cracked here, so maybe it's not worthwhile saving. We'll see. Okay, we go back to it. Let's see. You let me know. You let me know in the chat which one is worth playing, which one not. Next one here, we have this set called Conspiracy. I think this one is a very special one. Conspiracy. I think it's you're supposed to play it like multiplayer, like draft but multiplayer. Let's see what it says. Yes, also worth to play. If you enjoy social, unpredictable multiplayer games, yes, table politics. This sounds awesome. Packs can deliver unique gameplay experience not found in other sets. I think this is kind of cool. Let me just give you kind of the full review here. Bam. This is a nice, it'll be a different type of a box. But yeah, that's something for us to consider playing there. Playability. Yeah, there's some hidden or real cards in the command zone. Yeah, there's some special cards in the middle of the table. I've seen some of them loosely, and that sounds kind of cool. So definitely this one 100%. Let's crack and play. Then I think next one we do Double Trouble. Double Trouble, we have two different Ixalan sets. I like them because of the dinosaurs. It's kind of cool with the dinosaurs. So I don't know which one is number one, which one is number two, but let's go in here and check. We have maybe just write Ixalan. What will it say? Okay, introduce double face cards. Maybe there, but I know there's older ones as well, but maybe not. Treasure map style. Yeah, I like it. The merfolks are cool. The dinosaurs are cool. The rest I don't really know about. Oh, that Gaia's Cradle style land. I think actually I have that in one of my decks. Okay, is it fun to crack? Surprise, surprise. Yes, it is. Especially if you love tribal decks. I like the tribal decks, especially for merfolk. I'm trying to create one of all different colors. So blue merfolk, green elves, red goblins, so forth. So maybe I need to crack this one. or this one. Maybe that's the one, right? That's the Ixalan, that's the kind of expansion pack then. But then there's a new one that came last year as well. So let me know if you know if that's somehow linked to this. It's like the third one or not. Vibrant, easy to draft around tribes. That's kind of cool. If you chase rare, perfect. Okay, but let's write now also if there's Ixalan, Ixalan, what is that? Rivals off. Okay, maybe it understands. Okay, so release next year. So that's the expansion. Continues to so maybe like when you draft, you can draft half of these pack, half of the other pack. Maybe they synergize. I hope that works. I don't know. Let me know if you can kind of draft them together. Is it fun to crack? Yes, buddy. Particularly if you enjoy tribal drafts with more aggressive, high impact pace than Ixalan. This is Ixalan. Okay, but this is a bit more. Press a commander staple immortals. Okay, so perfect. I think the ending is that we're gonna crack everything. But I think a few highlights so far. Maybe this Ixalan, you open 3 of these and 3 of these for your seal. You build your thing, or then draft somehow with a few packs each. I don't know how that would be. What else? I think these Ixalans are gonna look nice. Smells nice. Next up, Dragon's Maze. What does it say? Dragon's Maze. I think this is a little bit of an older set, yes, because I do try to collect full sets of everything that is old border and vintage. So 2013 definitely is this kind of older design of the cards, which I like because the foils look nice, they don't pringle. So this one would be kind of cool also to keep sealed just in my collection. But for now, let's see what it says. Collectability. Okay. It's kind of returning to a block. So that could be if I have rest of the cards sets. Let's see if we find the rest in the box. What else will come? Shock lands. Yeah, these are famous ones. I think I found one of these in the previous video. Good plug, but that's actually what happened. The shock land. You take some damage and you can play it untapped. Yes, I think that seems a good thing. Playability. Fuse. Multiple guild synergy. I don't know if that's where they come up with these Boros and all these different names for the 2 color pairs, the guilds. Maybe it's from this one, but like maybe Ravnica before. Is it fun to crack today? Somewhat. Ooh, okay, perfect. I didn't want everything to be yes, and maybe this is for collecting. Mainly for the thrill of hitting the shotgun. Yeah, whatever. I don't need to pull some cool cards. But as a small set, this needs a balance. Okay, so perfect. Good news. ChatGPT doesn't love everything. This one goes definitely back to the closet, into the collection pile. I'm very happy with this because I think all the older cards are getting more and more expensive. So this is a good reason for me to keep something from those older sets. This set I don't know anything about. Throne of Eldraine. Let's check what it is all about. Throne of Eldraine. I have pre-scripted this prompt and I asked ChatGPT to tell me the release year so I know if it's old border or not, and then kind of collectability highlights, playability highlights, and sort of should I crack it or not. So that's why it kind of gives me this template. This Okothifos Crowns, I know that from this set OTG. What is that? Outlaws of Thunder Junction, because that was one of the first few sets I played. I actually got into Magic by playing I don't know, but the Lord of the Rings really got me into buying Magic, but that was a year after, 2 years after Magic was introduced. That's when I started to become interested in collecting and buying, but I started playing maybe around OTJ with a friend of mine. Let's see. Is it fun to crack today? Yes, the fairy tale theme. Okay, fairy tale. I don't know what that means, but it sounds cool. Showcase frames and power cards for drafting. Okay, I don't know if there's anything. Food tokens. Is that the first thing? Is this the first place they cut food tokens? Limit. Okay, I don't know. Nothing is really standing out for me here. You let me know if there's anything worth collecting or playing. Throne of Eldraine. Medium. No clear answer. This one, I've heard a lot about this one, Dominaria. There's so many different Dominaria sets, however, so I'm not sure what that is all about. Dominaria. There's the Return to Dominaria, and there's probably some really old Dominaria sets. Celebrates its 25th anniversary set, nostalgia. So that can be kind of cool if you know more. I like to collect the older ones, so once I know more about the older cards, maybe this is a nice set to play. Okay, Mox Amber. Okay, that's a really expensive card, I think. I think we have it here, actually. Boom! Easy access. Easy access. Maybe show it this way instead. Mox Amber. But this is from the other set. Anyway, what else do we have? Playability, sagas. Yeah, the saga seems cool. Again, I don't have time to play, but I like to think what would I like to play. So the Lord of the Rings has this nice card, the Tom Bombadil, which is 5 colors, and it's something to do with sagas. Like, oh, whenever you do a saga, you get an extra saga. Something with sagas. So I've been putting aside all the cool sagas I found to make a cool deck. So this deck then has something with sagas. Wonder if this is kind of the first time things happen, why it's getting this. Okay, yes, is it fun to crack today? Rich in flavor, balanced. I'm not sure what this limited environment means, but I think that's the standard modern, this kind of drafting play. And commander staple. So maybe I should play with my friends who like to play commander, so they get some good cards to keep for future. Chance to hit iconic cards. Boom. So this one seems like a solid open. Crack it. Let's crack it and pack it up. Not pack it up, but yeah, this one I've had before as well. But to be honest, we played it once. It wasn't that fun. I know it's old border. It should be up my alley. So Journey to Nyx. It wasn't that fun, but maybe we had a bit of a magic overload by the time we were playing it. So it's old border, so for that reason maybe I prefer to keep it, save it. Yes, if you enjoy enchantment, heavy stacks, flavor, Greek mythology, blah blah blah. Yeah, constellation. What is this? Enchantment. I don't know. Maybe that's fun. It just doesn't capture me. And I know we played it. This is one of the few sets I played from the older ones. I didn't really like it. Let me know if you think this is something worth playing and why. But maybe I put it in the collection. The smile is for the collection. And now this is the worst set in the world, because this is core 2015. It's not the worst set, but I don't like it because this is approximately the time they moved from the old border to the new border, and I really don't like the style. But maybe it helps me with my collection of all the old border sets in foil. Okay, so M15s. I'm not 100% sure how this works, but they have these core sets. My friend told me it's something about they kind of relaunch a lot of old cards or some staples, and it's sort of like a foundation for everybody to play. So I'm not sure if it's that unique and special. Somewhat, yes. It's always somewhat fun to crack if you're a mix of nostalgic reprints and simple gameplay. Okay, so it's a little bit more of like a basic stuff. Okay, can still yield a few commander staples, solid casual cards, blah. Because it's popular reprints, Uborg. Okay, so that's some cool lands at least, I think. I like also lands. Lands are cool. They're always useful. This Uborg. I think there is one with Lord of the Rings. Uborg, Tomb of Yama, that's like the Tomb of Balin. But, of course, this one doesn't have the Lord of the Rings version. Okay. I don't know. Interesting, but I think the box itself is kind of cool. So maybe we keep this one. It didn't sound so good for playing. It's sort of outside of my collecting range, but it's kind of a cool box. So we can keep it. I mean, there is an option to also sell the boxes that I don't want to keep. So maybe that's one of them. This one looks kind of cool. Return to Ravnica. So apparently it is like a series. Return to Ravnica. Okay, I'm a little bit misspelling, but hopefully. Yeah, 2012. Wow, so this is an old set. Nice one. So while you read it, let me check if there's other Ravnica sets here. If that's a return. No, I don't have anything else called Ravnica. Say, release here 2012, old. Marks the second visit to Ravnica. So there is a Ravnica previous session. These are now these guilds, right? There was another set we had here. Dragon's Maze. That was about the guilds as well. Was that linked? Is it fun to crack? Yes, especially if you enjoy multicolor play and iconic guild identities. The chance of opening shocklands also makes pack rewarding outside of limited. Okay, so limited is maybe this kind of drafting stuff. This could have some good cards. It's also the old, so maybe I get some nice old cards that are missing, and the old foils, they're hard to get. So I think maybe this one we need to crack. I didn't read about the playability. There seems to be a lot of stuff. They can enter but can't block. Overlord, strong guild. I think the strong guild identity can be quite nice, because I'm soon done, at least in my head, with my single monocolor deck. So green elf, red goblins, blue merfolk, white angels, black. I was going zombies, but now I'm thinking about rats, because zombies is gonna be black and blue. So if this has a lot of kind of 2-color pairs, I think that's the next challenge in this 32 deck color challenge of all the decks with all the colors. So this one might be helpful to learning more about that. Also, it kind of looks kind of nice. Who doesn't like dragons and stuff like that? Nice one. This one, keep it. This one, next up, Battle for Zendikar. We can check what we have here. You see, is a nice... This is one of the first sealed products I've bought second hand. I have not opened it, so we have another one now. So I have 2. Let's check what the computer says. I wonder if I just write Zendikar. Is there multiple Zendikar? Battle for Zendikar. I wonder if it's like... Can this be? But let's try again. Battle for Zendikar. I don't think this is 2009. Can it be that old? 2015. Okay, so I felt it. The name was like something else. Okay, debut of the Zendikar Expedition series. Ultra rare premium foil lands. Rare premium foil lands. Everything I love. Fetches, shock, utility. Okay, that sounds crazy. I wonder. Can it be so much good cards? I don't think this set was so expensive. I think it was like 100 euros or something. Collector appeal bolstered by Eldrazi. My friend likes Eldrazi. Shout out Max. You love those Eldrazi's. Ulamog. I think that's an Eldrazi. Okay, let's look. Is it fun to crack today? Yes, buddy. Mostly for the thrill of hitting a Zendikar Expedition or a Mythic or big. What is the Zendikar Expedition? That was the lands, maybe. I don't know. We need to check that. Let me know if you know more about that Zendikar Expedition, lands. Let me know in the chat. Is that something crazy? And 2015, is it old border, new border? That's the turning point. Okay, what is it polarized? Mostly for the thrill of hitting, blah, blah, blah. While the limited format is more polarized than the original Zendikar, it's still fun for fans of Eldrazi versus Zendikar flavor battles. I don't know. Let's see. That sounds cool, but... not fully convinced yet. More for pulling good cards, but for me it's more about playing the game. Because cards you always get, but the thrill of playing sealed is always what you want. This is another bad boy, an old one. Let's see if you see what I see. Born of the Gods. I think this is an old one. I think I once just opened a pack because I wanted to open. Born of the Gods. I think it's an old one, but it's not so expensive. I think it's like 150 euros per box, so it's not so... maybe nothing crazy in it. Second set in the Theros block. Okay, so again, it's a part of some kind of block. We need to figure that one out. Somewhat enjoyable if you like the enchantment heavy. Again, the enchantment heavy. So is this now the same thing with the Ravnica? That was also with the Greek mythology. But then there's this Theros. I know there's a set called Theros as well. Greek cards. Low power level. Okay, so this sounds a little bit boring then. But it's old, so maybe there's a nice card. But then again, this maybe goes in the pile of... let's just save it because it's cool art. It's old border. Not the most exciting thing to open. But it's a bit shiny. We're roughly halfway through, and now we are at something called Aether Revolt. Aether Revolt, what is that all about? Let's see. It's thinking. 2017, so it's a bit new. Second set in the Kaladesh block. Ah, I have the Kaladesh. That's coming up in a moment. Feature Masterpiece Series Inventions. Ultra rare premium foil. Ah, this is quite nice. I seen some of these. This okay. This can be a good one to crack. Playability. Okay, some the energy thing. Yeah, I've seen that. I never really enjoyed that. I never really understood that. But now, if you play sealed, maybe you get a lot of the energy card, and you can kind of try that feature mechanic out. Yes, the chance of opening an invention plus strong format, relevant rares and mythics makes it exciting. Limited is a fast-paced, synergy-rich, and rewarding for players who like artifact-heavy strength. Okay, so this sounds kind of cool. This sounds cool. I also consider making a blue artifact deck. There's a lot of plans, not so much happening. But this maybe has some cool artifacts then. Okay, so this was kind of cool. Aether Revolt. That sounds kind of nice. Let's go. I skipped the order. There's no order, but they're just in a specific order. They are in a non-specific order, but I felt that now we need to make an order. This Kaladesh, there was a big drama recently about with the name. They had to rename it due to cultural sensitivity. I'm not 100% aware what happened, but I just recognize right now that we had... can we zoom in a bit? We were just being suggested by ChatGPT that Aether Revolt was the second set in Kaladesh block. So let's just check what this is then. Kaladesh, yes. So this is, but this is a bit expensive. But it went up due to the name change, and then it went down. And yeah, let's see. 2016 introduced the Masterpiece series. Okay, so that's the kind of thing now with the Masterpieces. Ultra rare, Baba. Ultra rare. That's what we're looking for. Elaborate steampunk. Okay, I have a few of those cards. I think I've seen them. They're quite cool. Even for new cards, they're really cool. Okay, I don't know anything about these cards, what they are, but some examples. Playability. Again, the energy. So maybe this is also a set you can then draft together. Kaladesh and Aether Revolt. Kind of they put in together. Yes, it is fun to craft. A combination of inventions, high impact mythics, fun limited archetypes make most exciting reasons. Most exciting. Okay, now we're pushing forward. So Kaladesh, crack it up. What do we have then? We have Oath. Oh, you can't. It's a little bit the light. We have Oath of the Gatewatch. Again, is there a difference with Oath of the Gatewatch or just Gatewatch? Let's check. Gatewatch. Maybe it suggests this. Oath of the Gatewatch. Okay. Oath of Gatewatch. 2016, so just after my desired collectability stage. Okay, so it says part of this Zendikar block, so maybe that's something we need to play together there. Eldrazi, okay, that's a good thing again. High value cards, Kozilek, I think that's an expensive Eldrazi. Is it fun to crack today? Yes. Expeditions, here again, ultra rare premium foil lands with special frames. Okay, so I don't know if it's just ChatGPT, but there seems to be a lot of this. Expeditions. What is this expeditions? Let me know if you know in the chat. What is an expedition card? Strong Eldrazi staples make opening packs exciting. Going wide with allies. But this is also a little bit, the plastic is open. No, it wasn't. It felt like it. So let's see. Oath of the Gatewatch. Maybe something for us to crack. Okay, now we're talking. Now we got the triple set that I kinda know are all part of the one set. You zoom out again. Too many cards. Oh yes. I don't know in what order they are, however, so we will figure it out together. But I know they all work together. I think it is Khans of Tarkir. Khans of Tarkir is first. Oh yes, look at that. That's sexy. That's cool. That's gangster. Whatever you prefer. 2014, so it's an old set. Maybe that's the old borders. First set of the Tarkir block. As I'm thinking about going to my friend, or I am going to my friend's home, to Sweden, far south from here in the Arctic Circle. But I thought we can play a draft or sealed or something with all of these cards from the set. Because of course the recent set that came out last year or earlier this year was Tarkir Dragonstorm. So flashback to the past with this one. So what do they say? Yes, it's fun to crack. The fetch lands alone make packs exciting, which is probably important if there's a lot of different colors. With the 3 colors, it says here, the first set with the Tarkir block themed around Wedge, 3 color clans. Ooh, Polluted Delta. Even I know some of these names. These are quite expensive cards. Morph, this upside down thing. Whatever. Wedge themed remains one of the most beloved limited formats. So most loved limited formats. So this is 100% crack it up. Then I think the next one is Fate Reforged. That's I think number 2. Kind of cool as well. Dragons and some fire dudes. Middle set of the Tarkir block set in Tarkir's past. Okay, so it's like a prequel. Now for dual fetch land potential. Fetches appear in compacts paired with Fate Reforged. I don't know what that is, but maybe you draft together, maybe find them. Okay, this Ugin dude, he's back in the game. Primer for the chance of Ugin. Okay, so that's a high value card. I think they reprinted it in the Secret Lair, Las Vegas. This festival in a box that was reprinted there. Okay, but I think we already agreed we're gonna go with these ones. So let's check the last one as well. Oh, that's a kind of nice one. Nice one. What is this then? Dragons of Tarkir. I like dragons. I have a dragon deck. That's one of the 3 decks that I actually built in Commander. So maybe there will be some cool dragons here or some dragon synergy cards. Yes, especially for dragon lovers. Is it fun to crack? Let's crack it up. The tribal payoff, flash mythic, iconic dragon lord. Yeah, this is cool. Yes, 100%. The draft is satisfying if you enjoy mid to late game air dominance. That sounds cool. Perfect. So those 3s, they go already to the side. We are ready to crack them. Few more boxes. Let's check what we have. I think we just had this. Throne of Eldritch. Okay, no, that was something else. We can check this one. It's kind of nice. Eldritch Moon. Not 100% sure. Or 0%. What is this? Eldritch. I don't even know how to spell it. I don't understand what is the letter here. Can we see? Eldritch, which is T. Yes. Is it fun to crack? Yes, if you enjoy horror themes. I don't like horror theme. With bizarre Eldrazi twist. Oh. Novelty and the second is several chase mythics. Okay. Emerald. How about this Eldrazi and this Liliana? She always shows up. I don't really like that so much with the horror stuff. But I need to make this black deck, so maybe there's some good cards for that. So this one again, not sold. You let me know if you want to convince me. Eldritch Moon. Looks good, but let's see. I think this one is old again. Gate Crash. Let's see what the age. Gate Crash. Gate Crash. 2013, yes, so it's an old one, so we can also save it. Okay, again, return to the Ravnica block. So I think we had these Boros exactly. We've talked about this already, so it's somehow, it always links together. Okay, Shockland value, guild-themed drafting. So maybe again we need to put this together, but maybe not if it's different guilds now. versus in the other one. So maybe we shouldn't be drafting this together if it's a different guilds. So maybe save this one until there's a time to draft it. It's old, it's good to save. Go old equals hold. You gotta save it. Then probably the best set in the world, 2014 core set. Just, it's not the best set, but it was before the core sets changed template. So this is the last old border core set, but I'm sure ChatGPT won't say that. So we just write core 2014. Is that the name? 2014 core set. Fine. Last core set features slivers. Okay. And the redesign in M15. Okay. So I don't know, sliver creature redesign of the cards. Somewhat, if you like slivers, hydras, and iconic reprint, but like the mechanical novelty of themed sets. So it's, for me, maybe it's more about collecting. Then it doesn't seem so exciting to open. It would be nice to have all core sets in a box. Only a couple of boxes left, but we have core 13. Let's see what it says. This is really a cool box though. I really think this is a nice one. It's so not a sort of creature on front of it. Core 2013. I mean, I think it's going to be quite similar as this. Planeswalker specific cards. Tighter storylines. I think the Planeswalker are cool. I played them in the beginning. I never played them recently. No new set mechanics, somewhat good for nostalgia. Yeah, fine. So this one again, we keep. As I said, the cores, it doesn't seem to be so exciting standalone, but it's more like an add-on to your collection if you need some kind of basic cards or generic cards. Here's also something I'm not so excited about: Shadows of Innistrad. All this Innistrad stuff, it is too much about the vampires and the horror, and you know, I'm Santa. I love this. I love the more soft, I like the more fun stuff. I don't like the horror. Shadows over Innistrad. And there's so many Innistrad, different Innistrad. There's the new Innistrad, there's the remaster, there's all this stuff. Yeah, gothic horror play. Yeah, not for me. If you love it, you love it, but for me, I don't do it. But the werewolves are cool and the creatures are cool, so maybe I shouldn't be that much of a hater. Vampires also cool. Yes, it's for fans of horror themes and graveyard. Get out of here. It's too scary. I can't handle the scary stuff. Too scary for me. And now this one. Look at this one. Look at this one. Modern Masters. This looks so nice. I'm a sucker for a different packaging. And I think inside here the boxes or the boosters are like in cardboard boxes. So this is a really cool one. 2015 edition, so I don't know what border style it is, but let's check. What does ChatGPT say? So it's more Modern Masters 2015. I think it's again like maybe like a reprint, second set in the Modern Masters, focus on high demand reprints. Exactly, reprints in the modern format. Again, I don't really know the modern, the standard, what is what. I'm not playing that. But can you play draft? Can you play sealed? Yes, the high concentration valuable staple makes every pack feel like a gamble worth taking. We love that gambling, and we love it when the computer says it's worth taking. And the limited was one of the most replayable skill testing. Okay, I don't know about that. No new mechanics. It's more like the classic stuff. Offers a deep and rewarding draft experience for experienced. Okay, I'm not an experienced player, but maybe this gives a nice experience for a player. Anyway, looks super cool. Maybe just because it looks so cool. Hey, it says here, let's check it out together. It says draft like a master. What? Modern Masters, blah blah blah, takes place back to some of the more remarkable planes. Okay. Kamiwaga. Okay, there's a few less booster boxes. So they're a bit more expensive than the boosters, because I think the box itself wasn't cheap. Nice one maybe for some VIP drafting or for some collecting purposes. I think this one looks cool. The rest is a little bit special now. I think some of the sets we maybe already talked about, but this is Ikoria. Let's go in. It's the collectors booster box. Me and my friend, we are going to play with the collector booster box next week, and we are going to use, first I said let's use 6 collector booster packs each for a super premium sealed experience, but he suggested maybe we take 3 play booster packs and 3 collector booster packs of these new sets. Edge of Eternities, that seems cool. I'm not so much for the new sets, but this one looked really cool. Ikori, however, I think this is a nice one to collect. I think this one has those special lands. Yes, we talked about it before. So maybe this one can be cool to save. A bit of a bonus one. Then the rest that I have, it's all really these different types of, let's just go to the full cam. Top, what is this called? Like a fact pack or this kind of a bundle. So these ones I may be just keeping for kind of collectability. They look kind of nice. We have Dominaria. We have the Amonkhet one. These ones feels wasteful to open. I have all the boxes. I would like to have the dices. The die is one die, a dice or die. We also have triple what? Triple Tarkir. Can you see me? Oh yes. Oh yes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. So these ones look super nice. Let's make this more of like a collecting type of a thing. It's so cool. Yeah. Fresh dragons and me. Then we have a few more. This one we talked about as well, so no need to open this one. This one we have not talked about, Hour of Devastation, but I don't want to check it. I'm gonna save it. It looks cool. If I get the booster box, we'll check it then. And then, oh my god, how can we end the video with this? Eldritch Moon. It was just as we said, it was something scary. Not for me, but again, it kind of looks kind of cool. Maybe it becomes a giveaway to somebody. Maybe it becomes a gift to somebody. We'll see. But for now, we had tons of booster boxes. Tons of ideas from ChatGPT. Now I need your ideas in the chat. Which one should I play? Which one can I play together? Which one do I save? Which one do I sell? Not worth playing. And we'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.